What's up, guys? Episode 9, Show for Gamers. I'm Jay, this is Al. We're gonna review Assassin's Creed 2. You can get this game for the PS3 or 360. We were playing on 360. I'm sure there's a little graphical difference, but I'm sure they play generally the same. Basically, in Assassin's Creed 2, it takes place in Italy, Venice and Florence and stuff like that. Same thing you've done before. I mean, you can ride around the countryside on your horse, jump across rooftops, you got a hidden blade, you got your swords, you got your awesome counters, that type of jazz, you know. So that stuff's the same. Little additions that they've made is you get 2 hidden blade bracers.
That allows you to like double stealth kill. So kind of behind one guy, you can do 2.
Pretty sweet. There's, like I said, like the animation stuff are generally the same and whatnot, but the big thing I didn't like is like blending in the last game. Like if you were being chased, you could like sit on the bench or jump in hay. And then what was it? There was another one.
There was one.
Well, oh yeah, with the scholar. Well, yeah, the rooftop garden. And then there was scholars, there were scholars that you could like, you know, pray with and like walk along with or whatever. So, but in this one, basically if you do enough really bad stuff, you become notorious. And the last one, it was just like, oh, you committed an assassination, the whole town's looking for you. And then you could just hide out and you're fine. This one, if you do enough bad actions, like people know about you, and there's 3 ways to get out of that. You can like rip off posters on the walls. You can basically kill a corrupt official, you know, for the people basically, or you could pay off a herald, you know, the guys in the streets going, and this happened, blah, 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 blah. You bribe them and they're like, he's not a bad guy, he's awesome. And then like, you know, people listen to you. But if you're notorious, basically guards are like, whoa, what the F, whoa, whoa. Well, they added a brand new blending system into this where you can just walk into crowds and then like you and the crowd become gray colored for you to see, and you're basically like hidden in the crowd, like depicting it.
You don't have to. So if you see a group of like 5 people walking, you just walk by them, and boom, you're blended into the crowd.
Yeah, and then the guards can't see you. So it's like, it's a very natural, like real life kind of thing. Pickpocketing, you just like hold down A and bump into people.
You just walk by and you're.
I just do that all the time.
Yeah, that's how I walk around. I just do that until someone and their guards get by, and I'm blending in.
Yep.
And here's all my gold.
Like I said, this takes place in Italy, and it takes, I think it's like 1476 it takes place in. So around this time, Leonardo da Vinci was in Florence and stuff, and he's in the game and he helps your character, and you have the same stuff, these historical update things that pop up, giving you real historic information about the time period and the time and the people. So I think that's really cool. I always read those.
Yeah.
This takes place basically like, there's a little bit of gameplay in the beginning where you're playing as Desmond, and then you get to find out more about like the Templar Order and the Assassins, and see more about like what's going on in our world and not in the Animus. There's also hidden ruins all over the world, where if you unlock them, it unlocks a puzzle, and then if you unlock the puzzle, it unlocks a like little clip of a video. There's a bunch of videos, and it's like
16 or.
Something like that. It's called The Truth, and it's basically what happened to Subject 16. If you remember from the first game, Desmond's Subject 17, so it's kind of like what happened to the last assassin the Templars captured. Which is a cool thing to be
searching for,
basically, yeah. The other thing I liked about that, and like about the game so far, is it's not set up like Assassin's Creed 1 was, where it's like, go in, do this mission, you're out of Animus. Go in, do this mission, you're out of No, you're like in the Animus and he's doing shit. There's like no weird time constraints.
And they're like the people out of the Animus, they still talk to you like in between missions, but you're still there, and you can just. You kind of tell that they're talking to you and stuff. And it's like, oh, you gotta search for this. And you're like, okay.
It doesn't require you to walk around some boring lab room.
Yeah.
Do nothing. It's like, no, you're in the game. You're playing the game, and there you go. You're the assassin.
Yeah.
The assassin has an identity far more like fleshed out than Altier's was in the first game. I can't pronounce his name. His name's like, was it Izo or Izayo? Yeah, something like that. But basically, something tragic happens to him, and that's the cool thing. You start out with him just having the ability to, like, you know, climb on stuff. Like him and his brother.
His brother like climbing the roofs, like
you know, the first parkour freaking dudes ever.
Yeah.
But then it slowly develops where you gain your assassin skills and training. It's cool because you get to see how he becomes an assassin and why he's fighting. Not just because I'm fighting because I'm an assassin. No, he's fighting for something a little bit more fleshed out and real. So, to me, it seems like a more organic game overall. I mean, there's no big graphical change. You can swim now.
Which is very nice. I know a lot of people didn't like that.
Yeah, searching for feathers. There's throwing knives. There's a...
They don't have the flags now, right?
No.
It's just the feathers?
In the villa, kind of like safe area by your uncle, there's hidden statues.
Right.
And you put them on pedestals and they open up and give you $2,000 each.
$2,000, right.
There's hidden tombs. And if you unlock all the tombs, you can get Altier's armor, which is fucking sweet, and we both want to get going on that.
There's also different like scrolls you have to unlock, and you take those to Da Vinci, and he like decrypts.
Yeah, that gets you more like equipment. You can also there's also weapon shops where you can buy more equipment and stuff. I have like leather chestmail armor, and there's clothing places. I love this. You can dye your clothes and basically have a bunch of different color schemes and shit. So right now I'm like, you know, the Assassin's Creed guy, but like all black and shit. It's fucking sweet. So I mean that the addition of customization sweet, but I mean yeah, you're still going up onto viewpoints and synchronizing. You're still diving off and doing the leap of faith.
Yeah.
You're still assassinating people at art gallery parties and in crowds and stuff. I mean, in general, it's the same stuff you know.
Because you're still playing an assassin. That's the thing. Like the assassin's way is the same. You know.
Yeah. It's just the stuff you know, the stuff you like, but
the story is more vast and a lot better, I think.
I think it's better. I like it better than the first one.
Yeah. I was surprised how many different weapons you can have from the thing. You can have a maul. Like which assassin is gonna?
I don't know.
Huge.
I don't know.
But like, I didn't buy it, but I want.
No, yeah. There's like a mining hammer or something. One of them is, and I'm like, now that you mention that, because I was kind of complaining about how like all the dagger and sword animations are all the same. I wonder what those are. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I want to buy that and see what that's like.
But it's like, I didn't buy it though, because I'm like, I'm an assassin. I just feel that's impractical. If I'm an assassin,
I totally forgot about that, but I'm going to buy it.
But yeah, I'm going to eventually get one and be like, what's this about?
Yeah, you can hire little groups of like warriors or thieves or courtesans to like hang out with you and they like help you out and yada yada. You can throw money on the ground and people, like, it causes chaos in the streets.
Yeah, just mess everything up so you get away.
Super sweet. Big story. Awesome game. 8 out of 10. That's basically it.
Yeah,
so,
that's what it's at.
I don't understand. How are you able to post your episode? I put up every firewall I've ever invented.
Yeah, no, that's because we're totally awesome.
No, you're not. You guys are pieces of shit, and I'm gonna destroy your show. It's not over. Not by a long shot.
Alright, sorry about that. We will always have our episodes up.
Yeah.
Alright, next time, Left 4 Dead 2. Will it be as good as Assassin's Creed 2? We don't know. Well, we do.
We do know. You guys don't.
You gotta check out next episode.
You will know.
Give us some of this for the episode hat. Keep guessing on last episode's random image. You can see behind the scenes stuff either on Al's channel. Subscribe to that if you want updates. But Al's also posting them right underneath.
Yep.
So that's basically underneath this.
So video response underneath. Click on that.
There you go. Next episode. Ooh, that's a pretty cool title. Alright. Assassin's Creed. Not Assassin's Creed. This is the end of Assassin's Creed 2. Next is Left 4 Dead 2. The episode is called The Unwritten Letter.